Okay, morning everyone. Welcome to the briefing on Saturday, the 2nd of July. Right, well, the weather patterns definitely have been sort of switching around over the last couple of weeks, really, and certainly in the last couple of days. We couldn't predict. We knew we were going to get a frontal system coming across us. The models changed, every 6 hours to predict where it was going to arrive. This looks about right now. Initially, it looked like it was going to be in the West Country for most of the day. We looked at it yesterday, but now it looks like it's going to sit to the west of us for a bit. And its influence is definitely there with the fact that the isobars are beginning to squeeze up here and the wind is picking up. I can actually hear it out there now. It's a bit breezy. But fingers crossed, this won't get to us till much later in the day, and we'll get some flying out of it today. Pressure's 1018 at the moment, so it's not gone down completely. Anything under about 1010 is normally fairly unstable at this time of year, but there's sufficient stability that we're not going to trigger showers until the front gets here. So what are the TAF say? Well, not a lot really. Farnborough's quite short. 210, 13 knots. Yeah, I'd probably say it's sort of 12, 13, gusting 18 at the moment, according to the Lasham weather station. It's about 230, 220 degrees at the moment. We'll get a bit breezier during the late morning and early afternoon, I think. Scattered at 4.5, a bit optimistic. I've looked at the ascents and other predicted data, and it sort of says about 2.5 to 3,000 feet for any cumulus and any chance of soaring. Gatwick's slightly longer forecast shows the rain getting to us late afternoon, early evening time, and just as showers. I think it'll sort of really start to dissipate by then. Upper winds definitely stronger than yesterday. So you've got down in the channel 220, 25 knots. Centre of the country 250, 15. So if you sort of split the difference, yeah, about 230, 20 knots seems about right from what I've seen. And the sat pic shows the frontal system tucked in here. Bits of rain just on the leading edge of it here. The main bit is across sort of Devon and Cornwall at the moment, and you can see that on the rainfall radar. I think these just be showers. This hopefully won't get to us till late in the day, but we might see the odd shower ahead of it. It looks like those are drying out. Temperature wise, it won't feel as warm as yesterday. We had our coats on at the launch point yesterday because of the breeze, but it's still got to 20 degrees. I think it's gonna be a little bit cooler today, 18, and it's going to feel quite chilly in that wind. Dew points, well, they're lurking about sort of 11 at the moment. That's mid-afternoon, so the front gets here, the dew points are going to go up. You've got temperature of 18, dew point of 12. It'll be a lowering cloud base, I think, once the front gets towards us. Soundings, it's 9 o'clock. Shows probably cloud in here at anywhere around 2 to 2.5 above sea level, and again probably a little bit higher, 2.5 to 3 in there in the lunchtime period, and then late afternoon these lines start to come together, and I suspect we'll find that cloud base will lower. Not to say it won't be soarable. They're not actually showing the ascents that the front gets here until much later in the day. So by the time I think it does get here, it'll be a weak feature and breaking up. Top Meteo is showing the position of the front. That's midday. So still to the west of us, we're here. It's still in the sort of line from Plymouth up through Bristol. And then as the afternoon goes on, it comes towards us, but it just breaks up and dissipates. They're suggesting a little bit of local soaring. In the morning, 11, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, up to 3,000 feet. And then the front slowly coming towards us in the afternoon. And SkySight is suggesting the same sort of thing. It rotates. We don't see much rain around us. We just see the sort of cloud associated with it. There's SkySight's predicted rain for 12, 1 o'clock, still out to the west of us. And you move it on a couple of hours and you can see that they're suggesting it won't get to us until the afternoon, and if it might not even come down over us. We shall see. So keep an eye on the rainfall radar really, and the sat pics. Okay, so a little bit of local soaring, I think breezy, definitely. I'll talk about that in a minute, talk about airfield operation. But flyable all day. Tomorrow looking much better, little, let's say ridge, but the isobars got the right sort of bend in them to cut down the showers or any risk of shower activity. So certainly some chance of soaring tomorrow. Airspace wise, the map is a bit of a mess at the moment, but most of it relates to either hang gliding, paragliding, fly pass, or cultural events. And all of these through here, all the little ones are all just fly pasts at various events. So what's the important stuff? Restricted airspace, not that it's going to be relevant to us, down at Teignmouth for the red arrows, and Swansea again for the red arrows. So they will be transiting. It looks like they might be transiting past Silverstone down across here to Exeter and then displaying here. The main ones are Silverstone, which I'll cover in a minute, and number 56 in there is a fly past of something at Silverstone. And just one tucked in here, number 48, parachuting at Blenheim Palace, but that's not till 18:30 this evening. Just looking at Silverstone. By the way, someone's looking at that and saying, what's number 31? It's just an event in Farnborough. That's a no overfly. So that's the Silverstone airspace. Runs from 9 o'clock this morning till 8 o'clock tonight. It's a restricted area, temporary from surface up to 2,500 feet, essentially to cover the helicopters that are transiting from Western to Silverstone and back. And I know they're busy because Atlas helicopters that are based on the airfield, I've already heard 2 of their helicopters depart this morning. And they've said they'll have all their helicopters there all day, and they will be using different call signs if they come back in here at the end of the day. So yeah, that's running today and tomorrow. And tomorrow there's a restricted area temporary for the red arrows display. So I think it's about 10 past 2, quarter past 2, something like that. And the Grand Prix starts at 3 o'clock. Okay, so lots going on, but no real relevance to us, to be honest, apart from Silverstone. But I don't think, looking at the weather forecast, anybody's going to be soaring up there. Airspace and operational. Okay, we're going to be on runway 23. We have been for the last couple of days. We'll have a normal setup here, and I suspect the wind will be offset down to the south here of the runway. Can I remind people it's windy? Don't venture too far behind the trees. Reference point and landing, reference point certainly should be the runway, and touchdown and landing area should be in here. You know, we had a lot of people rolling up and stopping here in the last couple of days, and you're cutting across the trees with no margin to spare. You've got a whole line of gliders here and private hangars and 60-70 foot trees to clear. So move your reference point further into the field just for some level of safety. Okay, folks, so I think we've got bookings in all the K21s. We're going to do the trial flights in the K21s, so we'll get our 5 K21s out and off to the launch point at 2-3, and I will see you out there.